disabilities. If you look at the protocol under the 1995 Act, there is a very clear demarcation, and there are various categories. There is mild hearing impairment, there is moderate hearing, severe hearing impairment, profound hearing impairment, and total deafness. And each of these has a component of the decibel level as well as speech discrimination. So that protocol is good because it takes care of both the hearing as well as the speech discrimination, and then it makes a distinction on the basis of percentage. So mild hearing impairment is decibel 26 to 40 decibels.
One second. You got it? That in interpretation, he's just explaining 95 what it is.
Okay.
On that basis, try and suggest changes. It will be easier for us to. 95. This is the what is the.
Can I suggest something?
No, one second. Let him read it out. Yeah.
So do you want me to read out the different categories?
Clarification.
Yeah, so the first category is called mild hearing impairment. For it, the decibel level is decibel 26 to 40 in the better ear, and speech discrimination is 80 to 100%. This comes under less than 40% of disability. The second category is called 2A, that's moderate hearing impairment, that's 40 to 50% disability. There's severe hearing impairments, that's category 2B, which gives you a percentage of impairment between 51 and 70. There's profound hearing impairment, which is under category 3A. Which gives you 71 to 100% impairment, anything in that range. And then finally there's category 3B, which is total deafness, and that gives you an outright impairment of 100%. So there's no range for discrimination. So you, based on the decibel levels in both the affected ear and the better ear, as well as the speech component involved, they will certify you accordingly. Whether this is followed in the hospital or not, of course, is up to debate. And my work suggests that often it is not followed. But the protocol is there, and if you are aware of it, and if you know what your condition is, then you can actually ask or make an argument for that particular form and percentage of disability.
So the problem is that this definition is linked very much to the certification process and what is the category. Like, this is not something found in the definitions of CWD Act.
Sorry, I don't.
It's not. This formulation is something which is developed later, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is part of the protocol. It came after the 95 Act.
It's only procedure laid down.
Yeah, but it's the procedure on the basis of which your disability is recognized. Without it, you are actually nowhere.
Yeah. Sandeep is saying something.
You just mentioned the decibels. You did mention 40 to 60% you said. How many decibels? I have it here, but it will take a long time.
What are all people are saying that when there is a particular definition, it will be also